Ever wondered who's really footing the bill for Jacksonville's newest public art piece? The $2.87 million sculpture known as the Pearl, a shimmering centerpiece of RiversEdge's Central Park, has sparked a heated debate about who's paying for it. The city, the developer, or both? Let's break it down, because this is where the numbers get extra interesting. And here's the twist. The answer isn't as simple as it seems. The story begins with RiversEdge, a massive $693 million downtown Southbank project led by Texas-based Preston Hollow Community Capital LLC. When the developer first broke ground 4 years ago, it promised a revitalized neighborhood with parks, housing, and luxury amenities. But as costs ballooned from $41.96 million to $97.86 million in property tax rebates, questions arose about who's truly covering the tab. Enter the Pearl. Designed by renowned architect Marc Fornes, who's also behind installations for Google, Porsche, and Louis Vuitton, this sculpture is no ordinary art piece. It's a $2.87 million statement. According to the development agreement between the city and Preston Hollow subsidiary, Elements Development of Jacksonville LLC, the city initially allocated $1 million for public art in RiversEdge's parks. That $1 million is part of a larger $22.88 million public infrastructure budget, funded by property taxes in the downtown Southbank community redevelopment area. But here's where it gets controversial. The remaining $1.827 million for the Pearl isn't fully on the city's dime. The RiversEdge Community Development District, CDD, a public financing entity managed by the developer, is legally responsible for covering the shortfall. That means Preston Hollow, yes, the developer, is ultimately paying the majority of the bill. Steve Kelly of the Downtown Investment Authority confirmed this, noting the CDD's role in absorbing cost overruns. So why does this matter? Because it highlights a growing trend in urban development. Developers and cities sharing the financial burden of luxury projects. Critics argue this blurs the line between public and private investment, while supporters call it a necessary partnership to revitalize neglected areas. Let's not forget the bigger picture. RiversEdge isn't just about art. The project includes 4 public parks: Central Park, a fitness park, a marshfront park, and a playground, plus 1,170 residential units, 200 hotel rooms, and a 125-slip marina. The $70 million infrastructure budget is split between the city, $22.88 million, and the developer, $45.91 million, with an additional $1.2 million from the city's tree fund for landscaping. And the stakes keep rising. While Central Park is already open, with the Pearl set to debut as early as 2025, the developer still hasn't finalized deals for the private components of the project. Kelly admits negotiations for the hotel site are ongoing, but nothing's been signed yet. So, who's really paying for the Pearl? The city contributed $1 million, but the developer is on the hook for the rest. Is this a smart investment in Jacksonville's future, or a risky gamble with taxpayer money? We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Do you think public-private partnerships like this are worth it, or should taxpayers demand full transparency and accountability? And what's your take on the Pearl itself? Iconic masterpiece or over-the-top vanity project? Let's start a conversation. Sources: Jacksonville Daily Record, City of Jacksonville Downtown Investment Authority.